everyone, yasas que to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today we're going to be making a delicious Mediterranean chicken and olive skillet. This has a lot of flavor in it, comes together in like 30 minutes or so. It's perfect for a busy weeknight, and you could serve it with couscous, cauliflower rice, pasta, or some crusty toasted bread. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to begin with some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can use chicken thighs with the bone in as well. Just make sure that the skin is off so that way they don't get soggy. You can use chicken breast too, but the cooking time is going to be different because chicken breast cooks faster. So that's why I prefer using the thigh meat. It never dries out and it stays juicy. So what we're going to do is season them on both sides with some salt and pepper. And I'm going to dredge them with some all-purpose flour. Do the same thing on the other side. Next, I have a skillet that's heating over medium-high heat. I'm just going to add a couple of tablespoons, maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons or more of olive oil. You just want to coat the bottom of the pan, and you want to get it nice and hot because we're going to add the chicken in a few batches and just brown it for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. This recipe moves really quickly, so be sure to have everything prepared ahead of time. So you're going to want to make sure you have some olives that are already halved. I'm using some green olives and some kalamata olives, and I just slice them down the center in half. I buy these with the pits removed, so it just makes preparation so easy. Use your favorite olives for these. Stuffed olives work well in this recipe as well. I also went ahead and roughly chopped a few sun-dried tomatoes that are packed in olive oil. You can use as much or as little of each ingredient that you like. Once the chicken is done browning on both sides, all it takes is about 2 to 3 minutes. Transfer it to a plate, then turn the heat off because that pan is going to be scorching hot. You can add a little bit more olive oil to the pan if it's needed, and then add 4 garlic cloves that have been grated into the pan and just warm them through until they're fragrant. That just takes a few seconds or so. Then go ahead and add a cup of chicken stock and the juice of a lemon, and go ahead and mix everything together and scrape the little bits that are stuck on the bottom and the sides of the pan. Those have so much flavor. It's concentrated chicken flavor, so you don't want to miss that. Then go ahead and add your olives and your sun-dried tomatoes, the chicken back into the pot, and also add a teaspoon of dried oregano. If you don't have oregano or if you don't like it, you can use thyme or even rosemary. Let the chicken cook for about 5 or 6 more minutes. It's ready when the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, but that sauce is also going to thicken while the chicken cooks. And if it thickens a little bit too much and evaporates, you could always add a little bit more chicken broth to the pan. That's totally fine. Next, I just went ahead and crumbled some feta cheese on top and some freshly chopped parsley. Just sprinkle it on top. I also squeeze a little bit more lemon juice because we love the freshness that lemon gives the dishes. You're just going to let it sit for about a minute or two over the heat, then take it off of the stovetop, and it's time to serve. Again, you can serve this as is with a nice salad, some toasted bread. You could serve it with couscous, pasta, a Mediterranean rice pilaf. Let me know how you're serving it in the comment section down below. It is time for the taste test. So much flavor. The olives they still really have their crunch and their bite to them. The feta cheese lends such a creamy saltiness to the recipe. The lemon makes it so nice and bright. This is full of flavor and delicious. And I love using the chicken thighs for this because they stay so juicy. As you can see, you slice through them and they're still oozing that delicious juice. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. The exact measurements are on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Let me know if you have any recipe requests in the comment section down below. If you want to learn how to make a French baguette to serve with this, click over here and I'll see you right over there. Yes, yes.